Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen and thank you so much for joining me on today's video. So today's video is gonna be how to start your hair care journey in a very cheap way, or the cheapest way to start your hair care journey. So I know that taking care of your hair can be very expensive sometimes, and it has been expensive for me, especially that I was so influenced to go and buy expensive products because I believe that expensive products, I mean to say, sorry about that, expensive products would work better than cheap products. But on my hair care journey, I discovered that very inexpensive products that you can buy that can actually do the same job as the expensive products. You just need to find out what works for you, and for you to find out what works for you, you need to experiment. So you need to experiment with cheap products. That's the first tip that I have for you on how to start your hair care journey. Start with cheap products. Don't go for cheap expensive products. Go for them when you can afford them and you don't mind spending so much money on certain kind of hair products that seems to be way too expensive. So make sure that you start with products that you can afford. Go for what is affordable. Start experimenting by that. You might as well find what works for you amongst the very cheap products, only to find that the expensive products are the ones that are not going to work for you. That you need to save and work towards saving when it comes to choosing your hair products. So in the process of knowing your hair and experimenting your hair or getting to know your hair, make sure that you work with cheap products, and that way you won't find the journey overwhelming and you won't find the journey too discouraging and too expensive for you so much that you even decide to give up on your hair. So work on what you can afford. So guys, another cheapest way to go about your hair care journey is that you need to have a lengthened time of experimenting. So you need to lengthen your time of experimenting. So if you decide to buy certain products that maybe cost you about 300 rands, and then they are suitable for your hair care routine that you have for your hair, and specifically your hair and for your type of hair, make sure that you lengthen the time. That will help you prevent buying products in between that are unnecessary for you. So if you're experimenting, you might as well want to give your hair some time to actually get used to that product, and that you can also see the results. So give it about time so that you won't find yourself buying unnecessary products, but knowing that you are focused on a certain kind of product line, or you are focused on certain products that you have chosen to experiment on, or a certain combo that you believe it's gonna work for your hair. Just make sure that you stick to it up until the time that you have made for you to have to see results. So make sure that you have a certain time and lengthen that time so that you won't find yourself be buying products and finding this journey very overwhelming because you are constantly having to spend most of your money on buying hair products. So make the time longer, and that way you can even have money to save for the next product that you want to try out, or for the next hair care line that you feel like it's gonna help grow your natural hair. And also it helps you understand your hair. So the more you understand your hair, the more money you're gonna save, because you know that now I don't have to buy this product, and now I don't have to go for this one because this one does not work for me. And now you see, you can just work around that, and then you can realize that, oh, this journey is not really that bad, and it's not really as expensive as we make it look on social media, or other people make it look on social media. But honestly, you can always take care of your hair in the cheapest way possible. Another thing that I want to share with you that will help you have a hair care journey that it's way cheaper and affordable is that you do not have to create complicated hair care routines. You do not have to always start with complicated hair care routine. Like a hair care routine, building a hair care routine is very much expensive, especially when you have already learned so much things and you just know too much and you just want to do everything that you've learned about. It can be very expensive. So my advice to you is that keep your hair care routine simple, and also make sure that between your wash days and all that, make sure that you've got at least a little bit a lengthened time that you spend like, okay, what I'm trying to say is that don't have too much wash day routines at the start. I know that people on social media tell you that you should wash your hair every week, you should wash your hair every 2 weeks, or that. Work with what works for you. But what I advise you to do is that if you want to keep your hair healthy, keep it hydrated with water and little amounts of product in between your wash days if you want to lengthen your wash days. So create a simple routine that you can have, and also make sure that you lengthen lengthen your wash days. Like the spacing between your wash days should be very long. That will help you save products, and also that will help you keep your hands out of your hair and prevent your hair being manipulated, because you want to make sure that your hair stays protected and you don't touch it so much that it loses its moisture and you have to use like too much products. I feel like the time that you actually spend too much money, it's when you do too much to your hair and you just have a lot to fix, and then you just have to buy a lot of products that will have to fix on the things that and the problems that you've caused on your hair over time because of manipulation and stuff like that. So leave your hair alone and lengthen your wash day times, and make sure that your routines are not complicated. If you need to do 4 steps, do that. If you need to do 2 steps on your wash day routine, what I advise you to do is that do not miss the deep conditioning process and clarifying or cleansing. So make sure that on your wash day routine, these 2 products are these 2 steps, actually they are the ones that you need to make sure that they are done, and the rest you can just add according to what you can afford. So on your wash day routine, I expect you to wash your hair, to shampoo your hair actually, and deep condition your hair. So that's the main part of your wash day. The rest is just adding more moisture into your hair. But I advise you that at least try to find at least one product after doing those 2 steps. At least find a leave-in conditioner, or find a leave-in cream, or find any kind of moisturizing product after that. And if you want to seal, you can use any oil, can be your olive oil that you use to cook in your house to seal in the moisture. You don't have to go about buying too many oils and all that to seal in the moisture. But those are the 3 steps that you can do. These are the only 3 steps that I advise you that will help your hair grow even longer in the cheapest way possible. So you can do that. Everything else you can just incorporate as time when you know that you can afford certain things and you can afford other steps of taking care of your hair. So I hope that you find this video very helpful, and I hope that now you'll be more excited to go ahead and start with your hair care journey. We can always go our hair care journey according to what we can afford and according to what is available to us. The only thing we need to do is to be smart on how we use and how we do things when it comes to our hair, so much that it's not financially overwhelming. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this is very helpful to you, and if it is, I hope that I see you guys on my next video. Do not forget to subscribe because it's very helpful to me, and I hope that you guys have a great day. So thank you so much. I'll catch you guys on my next video. Bye.